Hey guys, this is
Arena of
Valor
Valor.
Gaming, and I
Get ready. Minions will be
am
deployed
bringing.
in
Wait a
5
second, I'm
seconds.
bringing you a Kahlii video. As I haven't shown you the new skin Voice of the Veda yet on my account, and I have bought it, and I think it looks beautiful, and I have a special build. Um, Background knowledge. I have tried a couple of games with Kahlii because I wanted to show you some kind of video, and I wanted to make something which is cool and you see how good she is and how well she performs and stuff like that. And I wanted to be really successful with loads of kills and stuff like that, but I just have the feeling that Kahlii doesn't really fit my playstyle. She's slow, she has strange abilities, like she's got her one that you can see right now where she is like kind of placing some kind of AOE damage, like area of effect damage, and then she has her shield which gives her a shield, but it also kind of like makes her damage better or more or something like that. And then she has this weird passive where she fires some kind of daggers that go through enemies. They produce like piercing damage or something like that. And then she has this weird ult that's kind of like really unique, where you are shooting loads of daggers into a certain direction, and the direction is chosen from the yeah, like the area where you're looking at. Like, it's really strange. Like, why would Tencent do something like that? Why would they come up with a certain hero like that? I haven't seen anything in comparison like that in LOL or anything else. Like, she's really unique from her playstyle, and it takes a couple of times. Like, you can see the piercing damage right now. Like, you are damaging something, and the enemies behind are getting that damage as well. Like, you do have that on abilities. Like, there's a couple of abilities that do something like that as well, but it just feels strange. And before this game, I haven't really figured out how to play Kahlii and how to use her abilities correctly. And what I've found, and what does really make sense on her, is that you're buying attack speed boots. I know it sounds strange, and for the people who haven't played Kahlii yet, that doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, you get the roaming potential, you gotta be faster, which means that you can actually do something in lane where you are not supposed to be. So, I mean, laning is always about, like, get your ability straight, and look at how beautiful it looks. Like, this is one of the, I think, the best animated ultimates that you will ever get in Arena Valor. But it just feels so strange that you don't really know what to do about it, because she doesn't have any escape tool. Like, you need flicker in order to get out of the fight, and even that didn't really protect me from being killed. Like, I was killed in an instant. Like, the tool was so overwhelmingly good that I don't even know what I could have done against it. And this video is to show you like the skin. It's not about like really good gameplay. In the end, I think we're gonna win this, but this is just not about the potential that Kahlii has. Like, if you want to see something like that, go to the pros and look at that. I just want to show you the skin because it looks really beautiful. But I just have the feeling that she plays so differently, and you really have to make a compromise on how her skills are kind of used, as well on your rotation, something like that. That Kahlii isn't. I wouldn't say she's some character for beginners, because it's really hard to kind of know how her facing is. You know how these abilities work, and this kill that I have just kind of got was by mere accident, and the second kill was because I built the boots that are increasing my attack speed. Because one of the main damage sources that you get, because you have your 1, you have your 2, and your 2 doesn't do any damage, and you've got your 3, which is quite strange. Like, look at that. Like, how strange is that? You're fighting with daggers in some area, and you can't change anything about it. Like, you can't change your facing, as soon as you hit the trigger to unleash your ult, you are bound to the direction that you have chosen. So you have to be really careful on that. And heroes such as Tulin, which are really mobile. Like Tulin has his flashers. He's got like an inbuilt flicker that he can use. So your ult is of no good. Like it doesn't really help anything because as soon as you activate it, Tulin will just, like, as you can see right now, like Tulin was just flickering away. Like, what is your ult going to do about it? So I thought, let's try a new build, and I was going for the attack damage. I know that there are troll builds out in the internet where you can find something like, I don't know, like Alice doing something like that. You got Teamy trolling around. In this instance, I don't even think that the build is trolling. I think that you need this kind of build in order to perform well with Kahlii, unless you are a really good fighter and you know what to do with the stuff, because you played Kahlii for 1,000 times or something like that. I think that is the case. And if the Florentino wasn't there, I would have secured 2 additional kills in order to the kills that I've already done. So I think 3-1-2-3 isn't that bad. Like, I think that's a really good choice. And my basic problem, like the main problem that I have, is like I'm not doing that much damage, but I think the skin is beautiful. Like look at those cool metallic effects. Like you have this really cool looking ult. It's a bit like the ult that you get from the oh, it's not the ult you get from, and I'm dead now. Yeah, I thought I could do some damage, but I'm not doing any damage at all. Like it's just a pain. Like it feels so bad. You're actually there, but you're not really doing something. So it feels like Malok. The Malok skin with this kind of transformer-like looking skin, it's looking so great. Like the particle effects, how the ult looks and stuff like that. It's so cool. Like I really like that skin. I just don't like the hero. I don't like how Kahlii is actually doing at the moment. I think she needs some kind of like a refurbish, like a redo, because with all those mobile heroes that Tencent or Arena Valor has released after she was out in the game, I just have the feeling that she doesn't really accomplish anything. Like she's not really a hero for the current meta, and therefore I think she needs to be refurbished. Like I think you need a new skill set. They should change it. Like they have done it with Varus, they have done it with other heroes in the beginning, and LoL does that a lot of time, like League of Legends. They have redone Urgot and things like that. So I just have the feeling that you need to have a new hero, and Kahlii needs a new skill set. That's my feeling. Like I don't know how the super Kahlii heroes feel about that. They will say like Kahlii is really good, but from the meta and from the positioning that she gets, I think she is always on the lower side of this game. And 335, yeah, I'm a really bad Kahlii player, but it just feels like I don't have any opportunity to really get into the game. And those 3 kills that I have made were quite lucky. That is my opinion. Like, and that's why we are talking about it. Like, I don't really feel that she is that good. Like, if you take all those meta heroes, Darcy's like super straight. He is dealing so much damage. If you know how to play Darcy, he is just the MVP of the game. And even if you don't know how to play Darcy, he's doing so much more damage than Kahlii will ever do. Veda is a good example of how things can improve. And I really think that this game, like Kahlii's game, benefits from the attack damage, but then it just feels like a compromise. Like it just doesn't feel like she's getting really good with it. It just feels like she's getting better with it. And I think that's a near problem. Like I would assume that they should change her. And we will see in future patches if that's going to happen. But I'm not even able to kill the Alsu. And that's how bad I feel about her. And the skin is so beautiful, like all those metallics, like she's looking really good. She's got all those abilities, like she's really fast and stuff like that. She's got the shield, and everything just fits really, really perfectly. And if I have a team and the team does damage, it just feels that she can actually do something about the impact of the fight. But if not, like if you are in single lane, like these 5 kills, super lucky. Like I wouldn't even account myself to be really, really good at Kahlii, and I have played a really good game after I've played like a couple of games, like 5 to 10 or something like that, in order to produce this video. I just have the feeling that Kahlii isn't really that good, and I don't know how they can actually change something about the items in order to make her viable. I just feel that you need to redo the complete hero. That's my feeling. I know that like you have heroes such as, I don't know, like it's not Maganga, but you've got Sephara and things like that, where you can actually tell that they need some time to stack up their abilities. They need some time in order to get good. They need the items and stuff like that. But Kahlii doesn't do that. Like, I just have the feeling that if my team is doing good, I can do good as well. It's just like something that is kind of, yeah, it's something that happens naturally. But it's not that you have the feeling that Kahlii gets overpowered, such as the new heroes, Darcy, Florentino, Richter, Quillen. All those heroes are so good. Like, they are so good in solo. They can do the carrying work. I don't have the feeling that Kahlii can do that. Like, even if you're a really good Kahlii player, like if you're playing against a bad team, that might just happen, but vice versa. I don't feel that you have to play Kahlii in order to play good. Like, if I would be in ranked and my aim would be to win the game, I wouldn't play Kahlii. Not at all. Now the enemy surrenders, and this is how we won the game. The team was really good, but I don't have I didn't have the feeling that I did really much to accomplish that aim, like that goal. It doesn't really feel like a win. That's just how I feel about it. So, yeah, this was another Void of Dust Gaming video. You will see all those skills right now. Send a friend request because that was really good. And yeah, you will see other videos where I perform better, but this wasn't the best performance I ever had. Even if I did 25%, which I don't even know how I did that much damage. So thank you guys for tuning in, and that was the new skin from Kahlii. Hope you enjoyed it.